Hi, it is November the 16th, 2021, and today's Pulse update is happening now. That's the most awkward intro to something I've ever said, but that's okay. This is our Pulse update, and something I realized is that not all days deserve an update, and today might be one of them. It is a slow day. It was interesting because yesterday was supposed to be such a busy day and it was full of meetings. Today, I have two meetings that are very quick, and it may just be that it's raining and cold. But it just feels like one of those slow days. We still have a lot to do, but they're not. It's a little more tedious today, a little more monotonous, going through the motions of getting surveys out the door and kiosks out the door. Less exciting overall, I guess. That doesn't mean it's a bad day by any means. It's just a little less to update people on, and this is kind of the realities of a startup. Is there's lots of these days, lots of days where nothing exciting is really happening. There's no Slack messages being sent out. They're like yay and awesome and getting celebrations. It's just more the work, the day-to-day grind of really trying to do something that matters. It is an interesting piece to this of how much work it is and how much I guess it's not glamorous and it's not particularly fun, but it's what's required, and you keep working on it and you keep getting better and you keep trying to do things more effectively, and slowly that adds up. I haven't done the math yet this year, but last year I remember I looked at how many blog posts, podcasts, visitors to the website, all those type of things, and it was staggering when you actually went back and looked at what a year became. And this year we haven't done less, so I guarantee it's going to be somewhat staggering again when we realize how much work went into this year, how many survey responses we had, how many kiosks we had online, how many new sales, how many podcasts, how many blog posts, how many YouTube updates, the amount of words spoken, that was or written. That was an interesting thing last year, is using Grammarly. Shout out Grammarly. I track what I write, and last year I don't remember what it was, but it was some absurd number. Somewhere in the hundreds of thousands of words that I wrote about Pulse. Whether that's emails, whether that is blog posts, whether that is marketing material for the website, it was all all encompassing there. But you realize just the sum total of what you're doing, and it's no wonder that things progress when you every day go in and put in an honest and earnest effort. And then when you multiply that by having incredible co-founders that are also doing that, there's a reason why we grow and why we're successful. And it's not because we're smart. It's not because we are doing something that is revolutionary. I think it's really just because we care, and we care enough to keep working, to keep going, and to do things that are inconvenient or too painful for other people to do. And I think at the end of the day, when you're running a startup, particularly a bootstrap startup, right, where we don't have funding, we're not trying to make millions of dollars off of this. We're not trying to be the next Elon Musk. We're trying to help nonprofits succeed and be a little bit better and hopefully make a living doing it. When you're trying to do that, there's not a lot of others to rely on besides yourselves to do the work. And the difference between, I guess, success and failure is, did we do the work? Did we every day put in the work and make it work? Kind of an unglamorous view of this, but truthfully, that's what's required. Is, are you willing to work harder than you ever have before and do more than you've ever done before? And at that point, you might be successful. I wouldn't say there's a guarantee, but I'd say your odds are much better. Anyways, it's kind of a somber, and again, raining outside. It just matches the mood of an update. But that's what today is. Lots and lots of work. and it's somewhat tedious, but that's okay. That's what it takes to move things forward. So please come back tomorrow. Maybe things have changed, and there's been some exciting news. But truthfully, I don't expect it. What I expect is just what I expect is just continued work, continued growth, continued development, one step at a time, until we're helping more and more organizations and we continue to grow, and hopefully eventually we can get some exponential growth, and it snowballs a little bit here. But stay involved. Give us your feedback. We'd love to hear it, and we're excited to continue to share our story with you. Hopefully you have a very happy Tuesday, and we'll be back tomorrow. As I hit the table and shake everything, we'll be back tomorrow.